Times have changed, but some things are still the same. We spend most of our lives following a set pattern. We are always on the lookout for new things. We are so busy searching that nothing is enough for us. This never-ending hunt makes us miserable.
I have everything in life that I could wish for or dream of. I have a beautiful family. I have a very successful career. I have loads of friends. But whenever I saw these ads in advertisements in magazines or on social media, I felt as if there was something missing in my life, and I started to fill that void by consuming. I started shopping. I started buying, things that I thought will bring happiness and that will fill up that void. But I realized that, that happiness was very short-lived. It was just momentary happiness. It did not last long.
The media plays an influential role in our lives. It targets us with as many advertisements in a day as an average person of 50 years ago had not seen in their entire lifetime. All they do is update their wardrobes and social media accounts and just consume. I often sit and think of what kind of a person I am. Am I a good person? Am I making the right decisions? Am I doing my share of being ethical towards our planet? I want to know all of this because I care. From production and distribution to consumption, most of the stuff being produced is made with toxic chemicals. Half of these toxins have been tested on animals, while the other half have been never tested at all. This makes it extremely harmful, not only for the earth, but also for the laborers that are working in those conditions.
This could be a war zone. But it's all that remains of Rana Plaza, an 8-story garment factory.
Labeled as one of the worst accidents in history, this collapse in Bangladesh drew a lot of attention in the year 2013. It killed over 1,000 people and injured another 2,500. The factory workers had been making clothes for American brands, and this news drew worldwide attention to the plight of the poor. Compensations were paid to a few of the victims' families. In the end, those who died were the ones who had to pay the deadly cost of fashion. In today's world, our primary identity is not that of mothers, teachers, or professionals, but unfortunately, we are known as the consumers. Today, an average person consumes twice as much as someone who lived 5 decades ago. Keeping these things in mind, companies and businesses are designing things that can be used, discarded, and shopped for again.
Fast fashion is trending. Unfortunately, it's not limited to plastic bags and coffee mugs only. It's escalated to bigger things like clothes and even electronics.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight.
The question is, does all this stuff we buy fit into our houses?
Of course not. The waste is dumped into landfills or burnt, either way adding to the pollution. Everything we make returns to earth, either as food or as poison. Mostly poison. Our future is a consumer that has the power to refuse goods produced by companies that do not make non-recyclable products and engage in unethical practices. As a consumer, our daily consumption decisions are more important than we think. We should boycott companies that produce unethical goods. The good news is that there are countless people out there working for causes such as saving the forests, indulging in fair trade, and buying ethically. We should all work towards a system that rejects wastage of resources, a system based on sustainability, a system based on ethics. In fact, we should also share clothes, because not only is this a good gesture, but we are also doing something that is good for our planet. Some may call ethical and sustainable consumption an unrealistic approach, but I believe that we are all linked together, and together our individual decisions have the power to save the earth, not only for us, but also for our future generations to come.